We have three different types of sandals here: Luna, Shamma, and Xero. Now they each have pros and cons for walking or running in them, and so I'm just going to briefly go over those. This video isn't going to be too technical, just going to go about the different ways to utilize these sandals. Next, we're going to talk about the thickness of each of these sandals. Now, all these sandal companies make sandals of different thicknesses that you can try. We can see that the Luna right here is the most thick. This one's called the Mono Winged Edition. The Shamma and the Xero have the least amount of thickness. The Shamma is at 4 millimeters. That's called the Warrior Elite model. This is the Xero Cloud. Again, this is the Luna Mono Winged Edition. Now, the thinner the sandal, the closer you are going to get to a feeling of barefoot. Next up, let's talk about the lacing system. Let's talk about the lacing system. Each of these sandals all feature a different way to lace them. We'll start with the Xeros. The Xeros are the most simple. Right? All you have to do to adjust the heel strap is just cinch these together or pull them apart. And to adjust the front lacing system, all you have to do is just pull this through the rope. Right, but that's also why it contributes to having to constantly readjust the sandal. The Shammas I like the most because they just use Velcro. Super easy to adjust the heel cap. You just pull like that. Sticks back on. All right, to adjust across the top of the foot, same deal. And then we have, in order to pull this closer to the top of the foot or further towards the front. Lastly are the Lunas. Similar lacing system to the Shammas, I mean minus the Velcro. So in order to adjust the heel cup, the heel strap, you have to, cinch that down, pull it through, and then pull this like that. Similar way to adjust this strap, and then to cinch it down to the foot. Right, it has this little piece that kind of holds it, but you just pull it forwards or pull this like that. And that's how the lacing system works. Now it's the same for all the sandals. So Luna, they all have that lacing system. For Shamma, they all have Velcro for all their different models. And Xero features several different types of sandals, which I do like. They have a good variety, so it's an opportunity for you to find a lacing system that you prefer, although they do not have Velcro or a lacing system like the Lunas. Let's talk about what I use each sandal for. To be honest, I don't really wear the Lunas anymore. Reason being is that this rubber piece, it rubs on my feet. Even when I'm just walking around in them, it rubs on the side of the foot, on the outside and the inside. And so it gives me blisters if I wear them for too long, and it starts to hurt, and then I can no longer wear them. So I would not run in them, because this model, at least the Mono Winged Edition, they have this lacing system. Even though it's a thinner sandal, it has this tread, and I would not want to get blisters, especially if I'm going to be running in them. So I honestly don't even really wear these anymore. Next up are the Xeros. Now these I wear the most frequently, but they have some issues with them. Now I would not run in these. The reason being is that they frequently get loose, and I have to retighten them. I have to stop when I'm walking to retighten the sandal so it stays on my foot, and that would be a hassle. It is a hassle to run in something that you have to constantly stop and retighten, so I don't run. Now when I'm walking, they also make this like flop sound, so people can hear me coming from pretty far away. Although I wear these the most because they're the quickest and the easiest to put on. So when I need to leave real fast and I know that I'm going to be going to a place that requires some sort of footwear, I've been getting kicked out of places a lot lately for not wearing shoes. So I throw these on, I leave them in my car, put them on, and I go back in the store. Now, the sandals I would utilize for sports performance, especially, would be the Shammas. Now, I have ran Spartan Beast in these. They adhere to the foot very well. 14 miles, I did not have to stop once to adjust the sandal with the Velcro or anything. Now, the issue I had with these is this is the Warrior LE edition. And so this is a leather footbed. And I noticed when my feet did get wet and I would try to run, the sandal would slide around on my foot. And so I had to find like a dirt mound and like put my sandal and my feet in the dirt to get rid of the wetness. So Shamma came up with a different sort of footbed, just called the Ultra Grip, and that works pretty well. But if you're going to be running, hiking, any sort of sports performance, especially hiking, because they make sandals with a thicker tread if you want that for hiking, and they don't have a rubber thing on the inside here, so it won't give you blisters or anything. So it really just depends on what you're doing. Shammas I pick for any sort of hiking, like pretty much everything. But if you just need something real quick to throw on, because you're going barefoot and you don't want to get kicked out of a grocery store, then Xero clouds are your next best option. And the Lunas, again, sad to say I don't even wear them anymore. All right, so just a quick review. If you got any questions or anything, you want to know more, go ahead and message me.